Welcome to the Snake Pit.
They call me Tater Salad. Well, not me, Ron White. So, I had the opportunity to go see Ron White, and I did. Came to my local town, all of 59,000 people here. Very cool that our Civic Center is able to book talent such as Ron White and others. Now, whether or not you're into comedy or Ron White, I don't know. I was a big fan of the Blue Collar Comedy Club. That whole tour with Jeff Foxworthy, Ron White was one of my favorites, and my wife got me tickets for my birthday. This actually was supposed to happen in May, happened now in August because it got postponed. We just held on to our tickets. We had an option for refund, but we held on to ours, and glad I did overall. I'll tell you that. There is one funny story, maybe. Stick with me. This might get long, I don't know. Ron White. This dude, he said he's like, I think he's like 62 or 63. No, 61 maybe. Fact check me on that, I don't know. Looked pretty good. Now, our tickets were we were in the nosebleed seats. I had packed cotton balls to pop in my nose to stop that bleed from happening, because we got the cheapest seats possible. And when we showed up, I don't know if it's because it was rescheduled, but we showed up and the balcony section was closed off. We're like, where are we going? We were ushered down to the chorus section or choir section, whatever the heck it was. We got better seats. We were upgraded at no charge. We got better seats than, there was, because it goes like this and then goes up, and then above this area is where we should have been. So we were down. We had pretty great seats, and so that was really cool. I was just sitting there thinking, like, all these people, the seats around us, they were going for over 200 a pop, and our nosebleed seats were like 50. So that should tell you something. And that was a huge financial stretch for us back in May, but so we lucked out on that. And anyway, I wasn't expecting an opening act. I don't know why. We don't have a comedy club where I live. When I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we used to go to the comedy club there all the time. They would always put out free tickets for active duty military, and you could go there, bring your friends. They made their money on the concessions. It was like a 2 purchase minimum, and trust me, with the prices, they made their money back, and so they would give out free tickets, so it was always packed. They made sure it was always packed. And I used to love going to these comedy shows. I never saw a big talent act that you see on TV there. So this was pretty cool. Way bigger room. Refreshments were not anywhere near what they were in Albuquerque, but salty ass popcorn. They were serving alcohol out in the thing, and the guy next to me, actually I had an empty seat there. That was pretty cool. Probably not cool for Ron White. There were some empty seats there still, and the balcony was closed down. But these people over to the left of me, they were double fisting it. They would let you get 2 drinks out in the lobby at a time, and they kept hitting it until they shut down. And I guess he bought a shot glass, a Ron White shot glass, about a third way through, no, maybe a halfway through the show, kicked that over, and you just hear it like tumbling, because it's sloped. It's like old school style, seating, and you just hear it tumbling down the thing, and I hear him lamenting, "There goes my shot glass." Those shot glasses were not cheap at the little souvenir thing. I didn't get any of those. But anyway, opening act, Ray Raimundo, I think is his name. I could be wrong on it. Hadn't really ever seen him before, but he was pretty funny. Pretty overall, you're going to see Ron White, it's going to be raunchy. Now, the Blue Collar Comedy Club, I think, is his best work because he went right up to that line, but they kept it, they kept him kind of contained, so to speak. So we got some raw Ron White, and his opening, the guy that was opening with him, he was raw too, but he really fed off the crowd and was interacting with the crowd. So he was funny. I liked it. And then Ron White came on. And first off, the biggest disappointment, he did not do the tater salad joke from the blue collar comedy, tour. I understand in hindsight, as a comedian, you're trying to put new material out there. You might be trying material on these smaller towns and venues, so to speak, and, picking the best ones out and making your next special or whatever. But, I mean, how long does it take to do the tater salad joke? Or at least some portion of it. I mean, anyway, that did not happen. Even though this is the tater salad tour, but that's his nickname, so whatever. That was a huge, huge disappointment. A lot of people grumbling about that when they left. However, overall, looking back on it, it was pretty funny. And it was raunchy, I will say that. Now, one of the funniest moments was the off-the-cuff stuff. And he didn't break out of his little routines too often, but, I mean, he was just like you see on TV. He had his beverage, because he's no longer drinking the scotch like he used to. He's drinking tequila. He's making his own tequila, and yeah, he pimps it. He wants you to go to taterstequila.com. You can go there now. And you can actually order it online. I went there and checked it out. Way too expensive for me, but it has won a lot of awards. It did make me want some tequila, but I had to get the cheap stuff just for this. So no, this is not his tequila, but he is selling it. Guess he has been for a while. taterstequila.com. There you go, more free promotion. But he does have that out there. He does come out with a cigar. He does light it. During the show, he's talking so much, he's not really keeping it lit, so he does have to relight it. And about halfway through, he relights it. Or he's in the process of relighting it, and some ass clown behind me, a few rows back, yells out something to the and I don't know if this was, at first I thought it was heckling, maybe it wasn't, but he yells out, "Thank you for lighting up," and I mean, he was loud. "Thank you for lighting up inside, Ron. F the city ordinance." And Ron White, without missing a beat, and he's still lighting it up, takes his puff and he goes, "You see, this area right here is the Ron White does whatever the hell he wants area. From about this line on, that's where your laws start." That type of thing. And I mean, we were just all rolling. He delivered obviously way better than me. And I'm pretty sure he actually used the F-bomb, not the H-bomb. But there was a fan there. I was wondering what that was for, and then I realized when he came on, all that smoke, you could see it. It was all going that way. So he wasn't puffing it out into the audience, but I wanted him. That's his gimmick. That's his act. He's lighting up. He's drinking. Now it's tequila. So cheers to you, Ron. Yes. Smooth as the bottom shelf can be. But that was probably the funniest. His off the cuff. He hasn't missed a beat there. Dealing with some hecklers or just someone yelling out at him in the audience. Some of his material, it was weird because he was talking about his wife this, wife that, wife that. And I swear, someone can fact check me again. I swear this dude, his wife, his third wife or whatever, filed for divorce last year. The only reason why I even know this is because I was excited to see Ron White, so I'm looking up all this Ron White stuff, right? So it was kind of weird when it was hitting. I didn't say anything because my wife's just enjoying it and whatever. But I mean, the story's still funny, but it was weird because he was saying it as if things happened like last week. Probably the bit, and probably how you have it memorized. Whatever, I'm not going to fault him too much on that. Life experience, he just made it kind of more recent than it probably was. So, anyway, Ron White, what's your favorite comedian? I mean, who is my favorite comedian? Heck, I mean, I like Ron White, but I did get to see him in person. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. But let me know in your comments down below. Jog my memory on some comedians. There's a lot of them out there. I've been watching Theo Vaughn a lot lately on YouTube. So maybe he's my current favorite. I don't know. You go in trends, you just watch people. But there it is. I just want to get this on the video and talk about it. If you do have an opportunity to see a big name, you know, go for it. Get them cheap seats. You never know, you might be upgraded. There you go. Boom.